contemporary word today comes from John Pavlovich's book, Worth Fighting For, Finding Courage and Compassion When Cruelty is Trembling. This comes from the chapter, Yes, Love Wins, but it may require overtime. Nobody said it would be easy. My father used to say to me whenever we'd be talking on the phone about a difficult thing in life, the obstacles, the heartache, the gut punches we regularly log here during our time as citizens on the planet. It was invariably the period on the closing sentence of so many of our conversations. At the time, it often seemed like such a throwaway line, but the further I walk, the more gravity it possesses. I don't know if we thought it would be easy to stand up for love when hate is being thrown around so freely. Maybe we didn't think it would be quite this hard, but life is not at all easy these days for those of us still straining to believe that love wins. If there is ever a season where such an idea has been more stretched to its breaking point, it's this one. We see the attrition of our friendships, the disconnection in our families, the acrimony of strangers, the callousness of those in power, the fractures out there in the world, and it all feels fairly hopeless at times. We feel resistance to love and mistake it for failure. But this pushback to goodness should never surprise nor dissuade us, and it should not be mistaken for defeat. Love is never won because it has gone unopposed. It's won because it is a persistent, stubborn son of a itch that believes that people are worth fighting for. In the perseverance, love works without, around, and through us. When I look in the rearview mirror of my days, love's character is so very clear. When love has won in my marriage, it's won because in the face of some very dark days when leaving would be easier, we chose to stay. When love has won in my family, it's won because we decided to endure the deep flaws that show themselves only at close proximity. When love has won in my parenting, it won when I pushed through the fatigue and selfishness and distraction to be fully present for one more story. When love has won in my heart toward others, it won because I have resisted my most ingrained and fortified places of greed and vanity and fear. When love has won in our nation, it won when a few brave people have stepped directly into the path of an ugly popular momentum to begin a beautiful counter movement. So yes, I do still believe that love wins, because ultimately love is an act of defiant persistence, of staying, enduring, and waiting when they all feel counterintuitive. Love wins in the choice we make to have one last conversation, make one more plea, give one more day, make one final stand. It wins when we pass through a night of hell and in the morning still manage to somehow greet the sun with expectancy. Love wins in the open hand we extend that would much rather be a closed fist. And so, in the relationships you're grieving over, and the world you're lamenting, and the eternal change within you that feels impossible, keep going. Because there, in your steadfast refusal to let the separation and bitterness and apparent defeat have the final word, this is where love does its real winning. This is the work of the people of love, and this is what we've always done, and it's the work we'll need to do today. And no, nobody said it would be easy, but it's worth fighting for. Love indeed wins. In these human words, God's voice is heard. Amen.